G'day folks, I hope everyone is well, or as well as they can be given the shared circumstances that we all find ourselves relating to. It's crazy that we're here now in 2025 in so many ways. Today I'm dialing in from Naarm, Melbourne, from the lands of the Wurundjeri people. And although we don't have a lot of time, I want to make sure I pay my deepest respects to elders past, present, and emerging. I'm going to talk today about ethicophobia. Ethicophobia, in essence, is the fear of doing ethics. A full socio-historical analysis of what has contributed to the fear of ethicophobia is beyond the scope of this very short presentation. However, I will say that in pretty much every context I have found myself in, over more than a decade of advising on applied ethics projects across contexts, industries, and jurisdictions, ethicophobia is present. The process of doing ethics, systematic normative reflection, reflecting on our first order beliefs about what is good and right in our attempt to make the best possible decisions about what we should do, how we should act in this world, how we should try and respect people's rights and freedoms, how we should attempt to bring about the most good, how we should cultivate our character or our organizational character. These are challenging things. They're confronting. They force us to look intently in the mirror. Sometimes we don't like what we see, and that's part of the process. Importantly, this process of systematic normative reflection is not one and done. You don't just do it at the start of the project and that's it. It's a living process, and it's one that we must live together. So, just as we might with some other phobia or fear engage in graded exposure therapy, I'm going to propose that one of the best ways to overcome the fear of doing ethics, to overcome ethicophobia, is to engage in small activities as frequently as you can in social settings. Now, for most of you, this is going to mean at work. And it might mean something like engaging in the process of reflecting on a series of ethical principles and the ways in which they inform the way that you work, the way that you support one another, the trade-off decisions that you make, the way that your product or service impacts your customers and the world more broadly, the way in which you might stop having a very narrow view of what matters to business and start internalizing some of these externalities. There are many ways in which it can play out. It's the type of thing that you could embed into an existing ritual, like a daily stand-up, or you could add it. At the end of the day, everyone spends 5 to 15 minutes together engaging in this process. Over time, you're going to reduce the fear because you begin to realize, hey, we can all do this thing. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to become an ethicist overnight, but you can engage in this process. So it's going to become less uncertain. Not certain, less uncertain. You're going to feel more confident that you can look in the mirror without looking away. You can see the stuff that confronts you and go in, through, and beyond it together as part of this process. Now, I support teams all around the world in doing this, not just in applied AI settings, but in many other contexts. And if you have comments, questions, or queries, or you just like access to simple resources to help get you started in the process of getting better at ethics so you can make decisions that guide actions that result in not just the best consequences, but help you be the person that you most want to be, I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of the summit.